It's 10 trivia questions about University of Georgia football for Patreon subscriber Robert Casey. Go Bulldogs! This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Budds. Thanks for checking out the show. Thanks for playing live trivia with me in Southern California and Northeast Tennessee. You can see all my weekly shows at triviawithbuds.com. Top right-hand corner, it says weekly shows. Click on that, and you'll see where you can play with me live and in living color all over the place. And traveling a lot these days to do shows in places like Western Illinois University and Oak Brook, Illinois. A lot of Illinois right now, but I got New Jersey coming up in October. I've got San Antonio, Texas coming up in October, so lots of fun stuff. And I would love to come host trivia for you, your friends, your family, your coworkers, your big work thing at the end of the year holiday party. We could do trivia, bingo, game shows, Family Feud. I got all these buzzers and buzzer systems that I bought right before the pandemic, and I used them about 3 times, and then everything shut down. So I want to start incorporating those again. Those make for really fun live events. And I have the clicky buzzers like you're on Jeopardy, where you click them with your thumb, you hold them in your hand, and then I have the slap buzzers like on Family Feud where you're doing the showdown. So lots of fun can be had with Trivia with Buds. Go to the website, see all the different offerings there, triviawithbuds.com. And book those holiday parties early because December fills up awfully quick. And I already have about 6 shows, I think, in December. So exciting times. We have an episode for you on University of Georgia football. This is for Robert Casey. And he wanted to create this episode because he's a huge fan of this team. I don't know if he went there. Maybe he did. But I thought that this would be a cool one to kick the week off with. And a bunch of requests are coming out this week for episodes, as well as quizzes listeners have sent me to use on the show. So this will be a big user-generated week, or listener-generated. You guys aren't users, I guess. But there you go, a listener-generated week of quizzes. Before we get to Georgia football, we have 4 films that take place on a boat. Name 4 films that take place on a boat. Name 2 TV bartenders. Name 4 DC Comics villains. Name 2 songs about weddings. And name 6 national chain shopping mall clothing stores. All right, those are your Geek Out challenges. We're all warmed up, we're ready to go, and we're jumping into the University of Georgia football trivia right now. Here we go. All right, University of Georgia football for Robert Casey. Here's question number 1. In what decade was Sanford Stadium first opened? Number 1, in what decade was Sanford Stadium first opened? Question number 2, how many years apart did Frank Sinkwich and Herschel Walker receive the Heisman Trophy? Number 2, how many years apart did they receive Heisman trophies? Number 2. Number 3, in 1964, what NFL team shared a similar oval G on their helmets with Georgia for the first time? Number 3, in 1964, what NFL team shared a similar oval G on their helmets with Georgia? Number 4, the number 40 jersey is retired to honor what amazing Georgia athlete? Number 4, number 40 is the jersey number to honor what amazing Georgia athlete? Number 5, Georgia's fight song, Glory, Glory, is sung to the tune of what other famous song? Number 5, Georgia's fight song, Glory, Glory, is sung to the tune of what other famous song? Number 6, what is Pop Warner's real first name? Number 6, what is Pop Warner's real first name? Number 7, who did Georgia beat in the Rose Bowl back in 2018? Who did Georgia beat in the Rose Bowl in 2018? Number 8, the SEC's first overtime game was in 1996 between the Georgia Bulldogs and what other team? The SEC's first overtime game was in 1996 between the Bulldogs and what other team? Number 9, in what year did students rip down the goalposts at Sanford Stadium? In what year did students rip down goalposts at Sanford Stadium? And number 10, to which NFL team was DJ Shockley drafted in 2006? To which NFL team was DJ Shockley drafted in 2006? Your bonus question here for 2 points. Georgia football, who was the Bulldogs head coach in the Peach Bowl in 1989? Who was the head coach for the Bulldogs when they were in the Peach Bowl in 1989? Those are all your questions for Georgia football. We'll be back with the answers after this. We've returned with the answers to University of Georgia football. Robert Casey very excited about these defending champions this year and said, let's do this quiz. He said, should I write it or do you want to write it so I can learn some stuff and see what I know? And I said, I'll write it. So hopefully these were fun for you, Robert. Number 1, in what decade was Sanford Stadium first opened? That was the 1920s. 1920s. Number 2, how many years apart did Frank Sinkwich and Herschel Walker receive the Heisman Trophy? 40 years apart. 40 years. Number 3, 1964, what NFL team shared that similar oval G on their helmets with Georgia? The Green Bay Packers. Winners of the first Super Bowl. Number 4, the number 40 jersey is retired to honor what amazing Georgia athlete? Theron Sapp. Theron Sapp. Number 5, Georgia's fight song Glory, Glory is sung to the tune of what other famous song? Battle Hymn of the Republic. Battle Hymn of the Republic. Number 6, what is Pop Warner's real first name? Maybe you played Pop Warner football somewhere. First name for Pop is Glenn. Glenn. Number 7, who did Georgia beat in the Rose Bowl in 2018? Oklahoma. Oklahoma. And number 8, the SEC's first overtime game was in 96 between the Georgia Bulldogs and what other team? The Auburn Tigers. One of the greatest games ever played, I was reading about. And number 9, in what year did students rip down the goalposts at Sanford Stadium after a big loss? It was the year 2000. 2000, 22 years ago. And number 10, to which NFL team was DJ Shockley drafted in 2006? That was the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons. And your bonus for 2 points, who was the Bulldogs head coach in the Peach Bowl in 1989? That was Ray Goff. Ray Goff. And there you have it, Georgia Bulldogs football trivia in the books. Our first time ever doing that very specific topic on the show. Fact of the day is, in the state of Arizona, it's illegal for donkeys to sleep in bathtubs. Don't try and do it. Don't try and jam that donkey in a bathtub. You will be arrested. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Cheers.